moms at home, before I get into like the four, maybe you have tried habit stacks that have worked for everyone except for you, or
Mhm.
maybe you've labeled yourself as lazy because your tricks fail you or like shouldn't fail
Make
you,
them
but they
work for other
have.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Your Mom Enough, the podcast for moms who love their kids but miss themselves a little too.
We're Shawna and Cara, two moms, two lifestyles, one mission: to help you stop guessing, start growing, and reclaim your sense of self without the guilt.
This isn't a parenting podcast. It's a place to explore who you are now and who you are still becoming.
Because confidence is a practice, not a destination, and you don't have to do it alone.
Episode 28. Can you believe it?
Take two.
Oh, we're giggling
Oh.
because Cara and I have been having mom brain moments. We
Mhm.
started this episode and then the internet froze on us, and the two of us were just like, so we've given it up. We're going to start again. Episode 28. Here we are.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess we'll just cut right to the chase this time. We won't talk about any mints.
Yes.
But this episode is about which habit builder are you? And we didn't allude to this in the last episode. Sorry, we just got carried away.
Yeah.
But using the four tendencies to build lasting habits and motherhood. And Shawna had talked about this book. Do you want to mention
Yeah.
shortly?
So
Yeah.
there's an amazing author named Gretchen Rubin. She is the author originally, like she obviously the original author of her own book.
Oh,
Anyways, she is the author of her first book was The Happiness Project. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one or read it.
yeah, I heard that one.
Really interesting. Anyway,
Yep.
so, and let's confirm that because I could be confusing her with another author, me and my brain.
That would be funny.
Hey, moms at
Um,
home, if that's true,
Yeah.
forgive me. I love both
Thumbs
authors.
up if she's right.
Yeah, Gretchen
You
Rubin
just
wrote
said we had mom brain, so
so bad tonight. Okay, Gretchen Rubin is the author of another book, which we're going to talk about tonight, called The Four Tendencies. And the concept of the book is like, what is the kind of tendency that you have that motivates you to do things? Now,
yes.
there are four, and I can't remember how we came to this as a concept, but I think it was like, I think so. And it happened again to us last week when we were talking about the 14-day dance party, 14-day joy challenge.
Yes.
We like previous to that, we did a 7-day movement challenge, and I really struggled with it. And I had said, like, I'm super motivated when this and this is the case, but not when this is the case. I wonder how this applies to my tendencies. I read this book. Anywho, that's how we got here. And so we're going to talk about the four tendencies today and kind of talk about how we think we are.
Mhm.
And then I want to encourage us, because I'm pretty sure on her site you can do a free assessment and get your tendency. I would
Yeah.
encourage, if you're
Yeah.
listening, read it. She's incredible. We'll
Yeah.
tag her and her site in the show notes so you can check her out. She's amazing. But yeah, Cara, would you like to share the tendencies?
Well, I was just gonna say, and the four tendencies depends on how you respond to expectations.
Mm.
And moms at home, before I get into like the four, maybe you have tried habit stacks that have worked for everyone except for you, or
Yeah.
maybe you've labeled yourself as lazy because your tricks fail you or like shouldn't fail
Make
you,
them
but they
work for other
have.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there are four tendencies: the upholder, the questioner, the
The
obliger,
obliger.
not the obliger. That's how I was pronouncing it earlier.
Yeah. Before the show, we met, and Kara's like, I just have a question about this word.
Is the
What's an
obliger?
obliger? I'm like, it's an obliger.
Oh.
But when do you see that word in writing? That's what I want to know. Never.
Oh my gosh. And I don't know
Anyway,
if I mentioned the fourth one, which Shauna alluded to in previous episodes, the rebel.
a rebel. And what defines each of them? Let's look at it.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah.
Obliger? Yeah, go for it.
Obligers need outside accountability. Without it, your habits will vanish. And I think I am an obliger, just so
So,
we're,
like, if we could give a real world example, an
yeah.
obliger is like someone who gets super fit because they are on a running team and they show up
Yes.
consistently because they have to be there for the team. But if they
Mhm.
have to show up for themselves, they really struggle, right?
Yep. Struggle. All
Yeah.
right.
And then questioners.
Questioners need to be convinced why before habits will stick.
They need to see the value in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels a little rebellious also. Upholders.
Yeah. Upholders respond to inner and outer expectations.
Mm.
Structure fuels them.
And rebels resist expectations. Habits
Mm,
must feel like choices and not rules. And I will say, like, as is true with so many of these types of
mm,
assessments,
yeah.
there's one I know I am, and there's another one on this list that I also suspect I am
I know, that's what
naturally.
I was just thinking, like, I
Okay.
thought I was that, but yeah, you know what? Like, upholder seems like definitely something that I would do. Yeah.
You're an upholder all day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, in my opinion, you're an.
Yeah. But you know what? Oh, sorry.
What do you feel like resonates with you about that concept and whatever you thought you were previously?
Um, because of the fact, like, I will work out alone for sure
If you need to.
if I need to. If there,
Sorry, that's my inner rebel. If you
no,
have to.
if you
I
have
guess
to.
if you have
If
to.
there is structure and a schedule that I'm following.
But you can follow your own structure. You don't have to have it like,
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, you're an upholder,
Yeah.
I would say. You
Thanks.
are. But yeah, like
Hmm.
we'll do chin-ups in her basement on purpose,
Yeah.
everyone,
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Because
Did we say rebels?
yeah, we did say rebels.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gapping out.
So it's mom braining. We're mom
Mom
braining
brains.
so
Evidence.
hard on a
Evidence
Thursday.
too.
Yeah. So, okay. When I did the test earlier, when I read the book and I did the test, this is terrible lighting in my mother's office. I don't know that there's anything I can do about that. Any hoodle, any hoots. I'm in the dark, everyone. When I did the test originally, nope, didn't get any better. Okay. Move the
Don't
camera
turn
down.
the
That
camera
did
down.
not get better. We're gonna go with the dark. Okay. So when I did the test originally, I tested out as a rebel, which makes a lot of sense to me. I need to feel freedom.
Uh,
Like not feeling free is one of my biggest like anxiety inducing things in my life. But I
uh,
also think that I am hardcore an obliger. And we
uh.
talked about when we did the 7-day movement challenge and when we did the
Yeah.
14-day joy
Yeah. And you
challenge.
said if it was for someone else, you'd do it.
I can cross it off. No problem. If it's for somebody else, I can absolutely do it.
Excuse me.
And if it's for me, I will put myself last every single time. I will never put other people last.
Mm,
And but I'm a mixture of both. Like I don't want to feel but for whatever reason, maybe I take this up with the therapist, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, I feel um like obligated is not the word. I feel like responsible for taking
mm.
care of other people. This is a therapy moment. Having a
Oh boy, we're getting deep here.
revelation.
Deep, deep, deep.
Write her down. Take it to the therapist. Yeah, but so the whole point of us bringing this up as a topic is that, for a couple of weeks now, we've been doing challenges and we've been doing our best. And we have, in true mom fashion and in true human being fashion, succeeded and failed. And, we are just about at the end of this episode to issue a challenge where we're going to do a time audit that is
Mm,
like, as we both talked about, we don't have time for, ourselves, but we do find time to scroll social media and we do find time to scroll Facebook Marketplace and find a deal or real estate or whatever it is. And the
mhm,
question is, do we have time or are we allocating our time well?
mm,
And sometimes, just so you know,
mm.
spending some time scrolling on the socials is a great use of time because sometimes you
It
just got to
just is like
unplug.
therapy sometimes.
You got to. But
Mhm.
sometimes, like, if you're consistently putting yourself last, on the list.
Mm-hmm.
We had talked about in the last episode, I had this revelation because I'm a lifelong night hawk. And I had this revelation like, oh my God, do I become a morning person so I can have 2 hours to myself? Do I do it? Do I get up when nobody else wants to be up? Uh, and I saw a quote once that was like, moms are not morning people. Moms have to be morning people. And I'm starting to do that now. But the whole thing was like, maybe part of it is not just how we're using our time and like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we understood how to motivate ourselves naturally,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
through judgment, but if you are
Yeah.
an obliger, right?
Yeah.
If you or an obliger.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
an obliger.
Yeah,
They're
the obliger people.
they're a different group of people. But
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. Like if we keep following generic habit advice and wonder why it's failing us, like, hey,
Mm.
wouldn't that be crazy if we helped someone figure things out?
Well, and instead of this, what I loved about Gretchen's book, and kudos to her, I highly recommend you read it.
Yeah.
Instead of like beating yourself up for who you are and trying to be a morning person when you're not, or trying to be a list person when you're not, or trying to
Yeah.
be color
Yeah.
coordinated when you're not,
Yeah.
figure out what you actually are, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then now, how can we use that to our advantage? And I will say that
Mm-hmm.
becoming a mom, I think I'm an obligator hard.
Mm-hmm.
Becoming a mom has really shifted me into like a high gear for wanting to have the best possible life for myself because I
Yeah.
feel like I want my daughter to witness a woman who is like showing up for herself, taking care of herself, going after things she's interested in, not afraid to fail, all of those things. And so that is like, now that I've had this revelation and I know that about myself, if there's other things that I'm going for and want to like accomplish, how can I use who I
Mm.
naturally am to my own advantage versus trying to be somebody else? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
how can I get my ass obligated to exercise, Cara? Please.
Oh my gosh. Well, would I give like what advice I give you is not going to work because we're totally different,
Yeah.
right? We're totally different.
Isn't
Um,
that the best though, to have that revelation?
yeah. And I could be giving you the totally wrong strategy. And it's
Yeah.
not that you're lazy or that you're just wired differently and we need to figure that out, like
Yes.
what motivates you. And if
Yeah.
you keep just trying to use people's generic habits and tips, are you just going to keep like failing? And same with me, like with some of my things, like taking time for myself. Like
Yeah. You are. Yeah.
I
How are we
feel
gonna?
that huge.
Maybe we should, here's what we
Mm,
do.
yeah.
Maybe I obligate myself to
Mm,
exercise because it's good for you.
mm. Yeah. Mm. No,
Joke.
it's good for your daughter. We got to
Yeah.
think about the benefits for your daughter of
Yeah.
you working out.
But then how do we get you to take a day off?
Mm.
Anyways, all of which to say, we haven't figured all of this out, folks, clearly. But we wanted to be transparent in a couple of ways because yes, we're
Yeah.
here. The show is
Yeah.
called You're Mom Enough. What it's absolutely not called is You're Perfect.
Oh, you're perfect enough.
You're perfect enough. It's called Your Mom Enough. And the
Yeah.
reality is like who you are, I don't think is something to hide from. There's another author that I love, book dork, named Sally Hogshead. And she has a book called You. And
Yeah.
there's also an assessment in that one. I love a good assessment, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, but it talks about like her whole concept is if you want to be successful, you have to be as much yourself as you can. And
Mm,
sometimes these like self-help realmy worlds that we are a part of, frankly,
mhm,
the
mhm,
premise is be someone different. But I
mhm,
just really love this idea of Gretchen's and of Sally Hogshead that's
mhm.
like, no,
Be yourself.
be more you than you can imagine.
Hey mom, want to find time to do personal growth together? I do. We have opened a free group for accountability for ourselves and for people like us that want to find even just a little bit of time in our day to focus on our mind, our body, our smile, and our soul together as moms, looking to keep in touch with ourselves and set good examples for our kiddos. So if it sounds like something that might be of interest to you, especially if it sounds like you don't have time for personal growth or for focusing on things that are positive for you, this is 100% the place that you need to be. Just go to joinhearttostart.com and send a join request to the group, and we will see you there. Okay, joinhearttostart.com. Bye.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And so we wanted to talk about this concept today because I love the idea of just figuring out what naturally motivates you and using it to your own advantage. Like leverage. Cara does some like martial arts. How do you say that? Martial arts. And I know nothing about martial arts. But what I do know is that what
Martial.
people misunderstand about it is it's not kicking and punching as much as it is using leverage with the other person,
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you impressed with my knowledge?
I am. That was good.
Thanks.
Are
All
you a
right.
black belt?
In something, black belt in something for sure.
And being a
Talkology,
rebel.
speak, speakal arts, the speakal arts. I don't know. We are loopy now. I've been up since 6:30, and once again, I am not a morning person. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, there you have it, everyone. I'd be curious to know who watches our episode and then takes the quiz.
Yeah, come
Let
and
us
tell
know.
us.
Come join us in our group
Yeah.
and let us know if you did the quiz. I would love to cheer you on if you were like, hey, I got it. You know what? I'm an obliger.
And maybe we can come up with some ideas with each other, in
Yeah.
the group. Those of us on the Obliger scale of things, or I don't even know the other ones now, the Rebel. But like, what's something that
Upholder.
the Upholder, what's something that you're doing that's helping you with your motivation now that you know
Yeah.
this,
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Comment.
I would just like to say, I love, obviously, and we love personal development, but I
Mhm,
love personal development that encourages you to
mhm.
use who you are and like be more of yourself. And this would just right up that alley. And 5 stars, 5 stars for
Yeah.
this
5
concept.
stars. And is mom possible?
It is mom possible. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
This one's totally mom possible.
totally mom. So now on the topic of something that might not be so mom possible, Cara, I would like to
Mm.
introduce next week's episode.
Save me, everyone. Save me.
Episode 29, we are going to do a time audit. We are going to find out once and for all, as moms who claim to not have any time to do anything, what are we in fact actually doing? I feel I already am worried about being exposed. But
Are you going to tell people what you're doing? Oh my God.
we're going to fill out I've got a plan. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to create a form.
Okay.
Because I think what will happen is if we see everything all together, we're going to start editing because we're going to be like, well, I can't put scrolling
Can't.
social media
Right.
again.
Yeah.
So I'll put took a walk. All right. Maybe just me. Okay. Maybe just me. Maybe not you. But what I'm going to do is create a form so that like we're going to set our alarm every 30
Yeah.
minutes for a
Yeah.
period of time.
Yeah.
Right. Call it 8 hours because we're loopy like that. And we'll just fill in like the time and what we're doing. Brief statement, but we won't see all the other stuff until after. It'll populate on the form on the back end.
Oh.
And then we'll take a look and go, oh, I thought that I was too busy working. I was watching TikTok. I have time to exercise because I just have to reallocate this 2-hour doom scroll and
Yeah,
just give
good
myself 30
doom
minutes to lift
scroll.
heavy things.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And next week, we're going to do it between now and the next time we chat. And the next time we chat, episode 29, we are going to talk about it. Auditing your time. Are you really too busy? For joy, for self-improvement, for that business that you want to start, for that like skill that you want to do. What I love It's not a right now thing. I just have to embrace it. It's not this season. I would love to go back to a ballet class.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Ah,
You should go to a ballet class.
I'm gonna put it on.
Imagine
I'm gonna
if,
put it on a.
okay, everybody, like, I want to fast forward 5 years from now. Is Shawna in the Nutcracker?
Right? Yes. Yes. I'm playing the rat.
No, but I'm teasing. But seriously, that's amazing. Let's do that. You can go to adult ballet classes
Yeah. It's
for sure.
See, this is why we have to do the time audit, because automatically I'm like, I don't have time. That's the problem. Maybe it's not. Let's find out.
Don't
Shall
think
we?
about it. Just sign up.
Mm.
That's me. That's me. That's my.
That's you. That's you giving me your bad advice for me.
That's my giving
Anywho.
you.
All right. So that'll be episode 29.
All right.
You're mom enough.
You're mom enough, everyone.
Just the way you are.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love this combo? Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And share with a mom who needs to hear it.
And if you're craving a deeper connection, come find us in the Heart to Start group.
Because the real work of motherhood,
It's becoming whole while you raise tiny humans.
And that's exactly what we're doing together.
Go to joinhearttostart.com and get in the group.
If this episode gave you permission that you've been waiting for to stop drowning in guilt and be more of who you are, yay, we're so glad you're here. Send this to another mom who needs to hear the same too.
Yeah. And if, as we talked about before, as we alluded to, if you want to do this quiz and share how you're doing, we would love to hear it. Come join our free Facebook group, and you can get access by going to joinhearttostart.com to get in the group.
And you know that thing like in the middle of the day where something happens and it's your last straw and you are just ready to snap all of your crayons? Well, we do. Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do.
But we found a solution that helps. And we want to invite you to check it out. Also, go to yourmomenough.com/stop and grab your copy of Mom Needs a Minute, What to Do When Big Feelings Hijack Your Day, but you still have to mom.
Oh boy, do you ever.
I'm gonna go mom right now, you know? Look at
Yeah.
this heck.
All right.
Bye, friends.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yay.
Your mom enough.
You're mom enough.